Hey, book lovers, I'm Candace.
And I'm Chrissy. And you've just stumbled into your new favorite book club, Bookalicious Pod.
We're two sisters reading our way through fantasy, fiction, thrillers, and the occasional "what did we just read" moments.
Every week, we break down books chapter by chapter
with deep dives, hot takes, and detours into sisterly side convos.
Think a cozy book club mixed with a FaceTime call, sprinkled with a little chaos.
We don't hold back on the characters we love or the ones we love to hate.
We play games like Read It Like Reddit, Red Flag or Deal Breaker, and have Spotify polls for you to guess along with our plot theories.
If you've got a TBR pile a mile high, including Akatar or Frida McFadden,
or just want to feel like you're hanging with your bookish besties, hit play. This is Bookalicious Pod.
It is late on a Monday? No, a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
Thank God. I couldn't do Monday again. It was so harrowing the first time.
It already feels like it's been a whole week.
Yes, but we are here to pod about Killy Milly.
Other harrowing subjects.
I'm legitimately sad that this is the last housemaid because I'm not ready to let Milly go.
I guess that's kind of true. Are you for sure you think she won't come out with a fourth one? Or fifth one, I guess?
I mean, I have read a lot of this book, all the way up until part 2. And the plot's just now getting started. I'm like wondering if Frida is running out of ideas for Milly.
I know. Was this like her slowdown so that we'd be okay with this being the final housemaid?
Right. Like we're seeing Milly off. She's in a normal, she's in the normal of a family as she can be.
I
know. With almost hitting middle class income bracket. Like the girl's flown the nest. Gainful employment. Yeah, she has a degree.
She's finally getting money for her services.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the story really needs to be about the demon Killy. And then that story can go on forever.
That's true. This is all just a prequel. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what did you do? She came out with like a Sanderson style sci-fi thing that's all about how Killy Milly works. And this was all just a prequel build-up to her giant saga.
I would be obsessed. I would become like a historian.
Maybe we write that book.
I think so. So you've read the book and you've just done your reread.
Well, I've only read up to part 2, like you just did.
What are your thoughts on a second pass? Are you liking it better the second time?
So I read this, I don't know, a few months ago. And I didn't even remember if someone died. I really didn't remember a lot from the book.
Okay.
I do remember one or two big enough things to where I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. So on the second read around, it's kind of fun to look for those things or like notice like, okay, I see where this came from. So that's something, but I really don't remember most of this.
Okay.
But I think Millie's so funny. I think she's just gotten funny each time we've read a book.
Milly cracks me up. She's just insane.
Do you feel like this is just Frida?
Yes.
Just sharing her thoughts? Because it just sounds so normal, like you're talking to a friend.
I feel like if I met Frida, she would have like a lot of flailing. A lot, like kind of like a chaotic, frantic energy that I'm like mesmerized by.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. So I think maybe now Milly has fully transformed into Frida. And Killy, in my opinion, in utero, went to Nico.
That's possible. That could make the series continue.
He's looking quite demonic.
I've got a lot of questions about Nico. Right?
When do you give up on your kids?
Okay, he's not that crazy.
Just kidding, kind of.
Okay, well, yeah, so we have our timer on. We need to do judge a book by its cover, unless we want to do that next time. And we have our summary, which I wrote a pretty succinct summary, I think, that goes through everything.
I feel like judge a book by its cover. We will have judged this cover 3 times. 4 times if you
That's
count the
true.
wedding.
It's the exact same. I totally forgot. You're right. It's the same thing. You like it?
Her her eye
Her eye is
is
very
fully
beautiful in
blue.
this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of our theories, right? It's becoming more blue each time.
Yeah. So the first one, brown, fully
Oh.
demon. Second one, blue. She got eyelash extensions. And now this one, she got rid of the extensions and it's full blue now.
Wow. Okay, okay. So brown is when you have the full spirit of Killy Milly, as she did in book one. But as it was slowly leaving towards other people, her eye,
Yes.
the brown pigment left and she was left with blue.
Yes.
And you're right. In this one, it went all the way to Nico. So now it's
Yes.
fully blue eye.
Yes.
Oh, I think that's a good piece of the puzzle for our Killy Milly theory.
Yeah. If you zoom in, you see little flecks of yellow in there. So I don't know. Maybe that's like the last little bit of the demon. But I think she has fully crossed over into Millie and is no longer Killy. I don't think so.
I think you're right. Also, one last thing to point out on these books. Have you ever I don't know if you've had this experience where you can't self-plagiarize, but you basically need to say the same thing you've said before. And so you just change a few words around.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So each of these books has a subtitle. I'm going to read you each of them. The first one says, an absolutely addictive psychological thriller with a jaw-dropping twist. The second
Okay.
one says, a totally gripping psychological thriller with a shocking twist.
Oh
And the
no.
third one says, an absolutely gripping psychological thriller packed with twists.
Okay, I am hard at work applying for jobs. And a thing with jobs nowadays is that they have a thing called ATS where AI will look for keywords.
Oh, yeah.
This is like every one of my resumes with new keywords in it.
Yeah. Excellent coding skills. Very good
Fabulous.
coding. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's all saying the same thing, but with slightly different keywords, hoping that this is the secret combination that will get me past the AI machine.
Yeah. Rita
So
figured out the algorithm.
she did. She did.
That's a
Okay, so I
secret.
think the book has been judged.
We love it.
We love it. We'd read it again. We'd read it 4 times, apparently.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Might even write our own.
Yes. Do you want to go right into the summary?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's
But
do it.
first,
Oh,
welcome to Bookalicious, a podcast where two sisters chat about books we're reading. I'm Chrissy,
I'm Candace.
and today we are on what might be the last Housemaid book.
No, I'm
I
not ready.
know. Not the last Frida book, though, but I don't know if they'll be the same as Housemaid.
I don't know. I really have grown this weird attachment to Millie, to Killy Milly.
She's so wild. Okay, I have some questions for you about Millie at the end,
Okay.
but so I'm gonna write them down now.
Oh, okay.
But first, yes, I think we need to go with our summary. Okay, so I broke this up by first just summary of what happened. Here's all the people. And then, like Candy said earlier, we don't get the big mystery until literally the last page of what we just read.
Oh
Last
my
page of
God.
part one. It's 65, 70% the way into the book.
I was like on page 200. I was like, how am I on page
I
200?
know, and I
How
still
are
don't know what's happening.
how big is this book?
I don't know. We both have Kindles. It's the size of my Kindle.
Yeah.
Just like all the other ones I've been reading. Quarter inch. So
So
yeah.
true.
So not a lot happened. So anyway, so I broke it up into plot or of things like this is what happened, here's the people. And then I broke it up into mini mysteries of some interesting things that have happened along the way that we can comment on.
Yes.
And then ending with the final big mystery, the
Yes.
hoorah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
So
right.
let's get started. So we pick up with our leading lady Millie and her Prince Charming Enzo, who are happily married, as we just saw in Housemaid Wedding. Millie is living her dream of having an incredibly normal life, as they have the national average of 2.1 kids, Ada and Nico. Do you say
And a
Ada or
new,
Ada?
I think I was saying Ada.
I
The
think I'm saying
point,
Ada too.
the point one is the little baby demon inside of
Oh, you're
Nico.
right. They always had at least point 0.1 kids. That's one of the other mysteries.
Yes.
Okay, so they have Ada and Nico, and they just left their cramped city apartment to move into the burbs of Long Island into their spacious two-story multi-room house. The Accardis have just moved into their dream house, and Millie is christening everything when we meet the neighbors, aka the suspects in the story.
Yes.
In addition to all of the Accardi family, no one is
Mhm.
safe. All right. First, we
Honestly, the
meet.
Accardi family are number one
Yeah, number one.
suspects. They're all
Where is the
serial
spirit of
killers.
Killy now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. First, we meet Suzette, who lives right next door and is married to Jonathan. Suzette is kind okay, Suzette is kind of the worst, and she was giving me Morgan, Sarah Morgan vibes.
Sarah Morgan. Oh my God.
Isn't she? I don't know. I'm getting some of those vibes.
I mean,
She's
she reminds me
devious.
of like the Walmart version of Sarah Morgan, where it's like she has the same outfit, but like her makeup's like smeared a little bit and her lipstick's on her teeth, you know?
Yeah, honestly, that she's a lot less subtle. Everyone knows what she's up to.
Yes, because she describes herself as this like beautiful, put together woman. I'm like, but if you're in Millie's neighborhood, based on what Millie said, nothing you have is probably that nice.
Well, okay. Do you remember that line though that Suzette says about their houses?
Like hers was like the manor, and then
Yes.
Killy's was the slaughterhouse or
It was like the
something.
barn house, yeah. And the
Yes.
other neighbor was the servants' quarters.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe Suzette does have nice stuff. She wants to be big fish in a little pond.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The
Who
nicest
knows?
room in a Days Inn, you're still at a Days Inn, you know.
That's true.
But I'll
But you
stop
get to be the
interrupting.
nicest. Okay, yes.
All
So
right.
Suzette, kind of the worst. Oh, and she speaks exclusively in condescending, backhanded compliments to Millie, overtly flirts with Enzo in front of Millie and in front of her husband, Jonathan, and also appears to hate kids, which isn't the most endearing quality to have. So
A real
that's Suzette.
Southern belle.
Really, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
bless your
cute Suzette.
heart.
I know.
Okay, I'll stop interrupting for sure.
Okay, Suzette learns that Enzo is an excellent landscaper and wants to expand his business on the island. So Suzette jumps at the opportunity to hire him for their yard and recommend him to all of her real estate clients. This leads to Enzo spending what some might call an inordinate amount of time at Suzanne's house at all hours of the day and night, which makes both Millie and me suspicious. But we'll get more into that later. Okay, the
Mhm.
last member of the Suzette Jonathan household is their maid, Martha. Martha constantly stares at Millie without saying a word, which kind of creeps her out. But wouldn't you know it, Suzette basically forces Martha's services onto Millie, and Enzo later officially hires her on. So now Martha also works for the Accardi residence twice a month, much to Millie's dismay.
I totally forgot about Martha. I'm glad you brought her up.
I have a few things on Martha.
Okay.
I know. I'm telling you, this whole book, like I read it a few months ago and I didn't remember anything. So
It's
it's
like
because
you're
we didn't
reading
pot
a
on it. I guess.
We didn't pot on it, and it's like you're reading a diary. It's very like slice of life.
Yes, nothing happens.
Nothing happens,
So,
just
but maybe
normal
part two.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, the next and final neighbor on the cul-de-sac is Janice, who looks very grandmotherly, but also has a third grade son named Spencer. So everyone is a little confused on the timeline. Janice is very paranoid, especially about someone snatching her son, so she never lets him out of her sight and even stands outside her house with him with him on a leash as they wait for the bus. Janice does have an excellent vantage point of both Millie and Suzette's houses, so she's up to date on all the cul-de-sac gossip. Too bad no one really likes her to find out what the dirt is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so those are all the people, and so now that brings us to all of the mini mysteries.
Yes.
Ready? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so mystery number one, Nico is acting up at school. The family moved in March, so it's the middle of the school year, and that's always hard on kids. Ada was more nervous about this, but apparently seems to be adjusting fine. I don't know. We haven't heard from her in like 200 pages, so we don't really know, but seems to be okay. So we'll see. Okay, Nico, on the other hand, who's very outgoing and makes friends easily, at first seemed to have a great time, but in recent weeks, he started acting violently towards other kids. First, he punches a kid in the nose on the playground because he was making fun of a girl, and this lands Nico in a week suspension from school. And second, he punches a kid in the gut during a baseball game because the umpire said Nico was out, which gets Nico kicked off the team. But what might be the strangest about these outbursts is that Nico shows no remorse and doesn't even blink an eye at all the punishments he's getting. This causes Millie to start looking up, how do you know your child is a psychopath? How do you know the spirit of Killy Milly has implanted in utero? And she contemplates finding a therapist for Nico.
Her parents went through the same journey. I promise you.
I know. If only they were still in contact, she could find out.
Mom, when
You're
did I start
right.
exhibiting signs of a demon?
When did the spirit come on me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. In our last episode, we thought it was from the beginning. But Nico's pretty young. He's only in third grade.
Well, I think it's always in there, but it takes a while for you to like start to piece okay, this isn't a rambunctious kid. This kid is actually trying to kill me. Like a lot of parents say that, but then you find out, oh no, this is for real.
Can never be too sure.
Never
Okay,
be.
so do you have notes on Nico acting up at school? Would you rather go through all the mysteries?
Let's go through all the mysteries.
Oh, okay, let's do that. Okay, mystery number two. Suzette and Enzo spend a ton of time together.
Oh my
So
God.
Enzo's working on her yard, but Millie finds him over there at odd hours, such as after school, when he probably should have been with the kids, and at 10 p.m. Enzo says Suzette just had a question about rose bushes and he had to go over. But things seem fishy. I know. Okay, things get peak fishiness when Millie wakes up in the middle of the night and finds that Enzo isn't there. He comes back smelling of a woman's perfume. Although Millie says she trusts Enzo, she doesn't trust Suzette. I'm questioning my trust for both of them. So, okay. And last weird thing about this mystery is that Enzo also trusts Suzette's opinions on seemingly everything, even to the point of suggesting that he and Millie get life insurance to cover each other in case of an accident. And it just seems strange that Suzette would suggest this if she wasn't also trying to knock one of them off and then run away with Enzo.
What?
So I thought that was weird. I don't know. Okay, ready for mystery number three?
Yep.
All right. Suzette and Janice both have dirt on each other. Suzette says Janice is such a busybody, and Janice suggests that Suzette is stealing Millie's man, which really isn't all that crazy of a suggestion. Janice also suggests that Millie's house must have something wrong with it on the inside because a lot of people came to look at the house, but no one put in an offer, which is how Millie and Enzo got it for below asking price. Fishy. Yeah. Do you have anything else on Suzette and Janice having dirt on each other?
No. No.
All right. We'll move on then. Mystery number 4. Martha comes up again. Martha is a thief. Question mark? So Millie has one encounter where she thinks Martha is swindling them, but it turns out she was mistaken, so things get kind of awkward. But then she has a second encounter where she actually sees Martha swipe a necklace out of her jewelry box. Millie confronts Martha and says she'll need to let her go. And Martha says, "Will you tell Suzette?" To which Millie says, "Maybe I will, maybe I won't." And then Martha threatens, "Well, if you tell Suzette about my thieving, I'll tell her about your criminal history." Which throws Millie for a loop because she thought she was safe in this neighborhood where everyone seems so paranoid. Of course they would look up their neighbors. I don't know. This seems like public information. But only Martha knows.
Reason 1,000 billion million that Millie should have gotten a new identity and chose not to.
That's true.
Carry on.
That's true. Well, I guess she has
Carry
a new
on.
last name. Maybe that makes it more difficult. But it can't be that difficult.
I have a theory about Martha, but
Ooh, I thought you forgot about Martha.
I did, but I just made up the theory now.
Okay, let's circle back to Martha theory.
It's fast and loose.
All the best ones are. Okay, so Millie and Martha are at a stalemate now. Millie doesn't know how she found out about her. Okay, next mystery. Nico and Ada go missing one day. Millie comes back from work and she can't find her kids. Instead, she finds Enzo at Suzette's place. Suzette then joins the search party, but is adamant on not calling the police, which seemed interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Millie, Enzo, and Suzette eventually find Nico and Ada in this creepy, hidden Harry Potter-sized closet that has no windows and was probably a DIY project. Very, very creepy looking. Nico calls it his clubhouse and says that's where they go to play. Which is kind of strange, but all right. Good spin on it. But the other weird thing is that Ada's eyes looked puffy when she came out of the room, like she had been crying in there. And so Millie's wondering, why was she crying? If that's their hangout spot, what's really going on?
Allergies.
Okay. I could be, I mean, honestly, it looks so dusty in there. Probably. That's probably it. That makes sense to me. Okay. And then the other thing about this clubhouse is that the door to this room scrapes super loudly when you open it. And Millie has been waking up in the middle of the night for weeks because she's been hearing this loud scraping sound. She could never figure out what it was. But once they found the clubhouse, she realized that's what it was. But now this raises the question, why were they playing in the clubhouse at 2 a.m? Kind of weird. Okay.
That is strange.
It is strange. We have minor mysteries that I'm just going to say real quick since we have a little bit extra time. One, before we get to the big mystery. One, Millie has high blood pressure. Is that important or not? Who knows? Two, Suzette almost drowned at the beach. Well, first, Suzette invited just Enzo for this business meeting with some clients at a private beach. Very weird. Millie says this is a family event. So they all go. The clients had to cancel. So everything's very fishy already. But while there, Suzette almost drowned. And Millie seems to think that possibly Nico was behind it. I don't know. Very strange. Other mystery, Jonathan just seemed so nonchalant about all the abuse from Suzette. So that's just interesting. But you know what? Maybe that doesn't even matter because on the last page of part 1, we get to our big mystery. Millie comes home one day and is looking for Enzo. So naturally, she goes to Suzette's house. She welcomes herself in after no one answers the door. And who does she find? But Jonathan, with his neck slit, dead on the ground.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, you missed one.
Oh, which one? Which one?
Who is the person in the prologue?
Oh,
I am going to
always
guess.
Forget about the prologue.
I am going to guess once again. Every time I have guessed Millie, I will guess once again. It is Millie.
Yeah, the last one, she had to give it a big final hurrah.
Pray that I'm right.
It could be, could be. Man. Okay, what happened in the prologue again? Oh, what
On
was
it,
she worried? There's like blood everywhere, and she's like, "Oh, someone's gonna find out that I killed this person." Was that what it was?
she's just like, oh my God, there's blood everywhere. It's all in the rug. This is gonna stain. Da 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 da. Oh, that probably means that it's the Martha lady. Okay, well, that supports my
Oh,
theory.
that it's what? Oh,
My
your
Martha
Martha
theory that I
theory?
have.
Oh, okay. Do you
Yeah,
want to go to your Martha theory?
yeah. So my Martha
Okay.
theory is that Killy Milly had started her maid MLM
That's right.
killing Jojo. And then she sold the business. She's like, I'm going to start a family. Don't need to be doing this. Paid my school debts. I'm good.
Okay.
Martha is someone who participated in the dojo. So to Martha,
Oh.
Killy Milly is famous. Of course, she knows all about her.
Oh. Wow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So she's a protege.
Oh, so you think Martha kills?
I'm thinking so.
Oh, do you think she killed Jonathan?
Based on this prologue, I'm thinking yes. But I also had visions of Nico being
Visions.
possessed by Killy Milly and going for his first kill after his pet praying mantis died.
Oh, oh, so what, he's just so upset that.
Well, you have to escalate. You have to escalate. The demon says, kill, kill, kill. He says, no, 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 no. And then he's like, just kill the praying mantis. And he says, okay, fine. And he goes, crushes
Oh.
it in his fingers. And then he's like, doesn't that feel so good? Let's go kill the neighbor.
Oh my gosh, what a jump. But you're right, that's how we thought Millie came to be. Killed a few
Yeah.
animals, probably.
I mean, he's been punching his fellow classmates. I mean, there's a lot of signs that the demon is getting thirsty for blood and not bug blood, human blood.
You're right. Because it's been a long time since
Yeah.
Millie's had a kill. Okay, on that note, there was a crazy thing that came up, which made me remember that our theories are really just their theories are not supported by the text, which is that we've we know that Millie and Enzo have killed hundreds of people, but
Yes.
Millie seems to think she only killed, well, she killed the one in high school, and I don't know if she even really counts Andrew among her murders. She never
She's
really
like, he
seems to
killed
mention it.
himself.
Right. He decided to stop breathing in there.
Yeah.
He
He
forgot to
pulled out
bring
his
food
own
with him.
teeth. Yes.
Yeah. He pulled out his own teeth. And she says, I don't know if Enzo's killed anyone. I said, what? I thought for sure he would have had to. But apparently she doesn't know anything about his past, which I'm like, these people never communicate. That's my big takeaway.
Oh my God. For like a social worker, I'm like, you think you would have like some better like coping techniques and like question asking? Zero questions are asked.
She's okay, that's a big bone I have with this whole plot. And like, wouldn't you ask more questions to Enzo, to Nico, to Janice?
I'm thinking when the demon is in Millie and it's in charge, Millie blacks out. In Millie's mind, she has not killed all these people. She doesn't know karate. She she doesn't have super strength. According to Millie, impossible. That demon probably got her through college.
Through
She
social
doesn't
work.
through social work. She doesn't know anything.
So then, so so what? Now it's left her, and it's a Nico, and that's why she's just so normal.
Yeah.
That would honestly explain it the most because that was my question for you about Millie was do you like how ordinary she is? Does this feel weird? Or does this
It
feel totally in character with the rest of Millie that we know?
I think this is the real Millie. We've finally seen her because the demon has found younger, better
New
body to
host.
inhabit. Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So to me, it makes sense. But if you don't know about the secret lore of Killy Milly, this would make no sense. Zero. It's you'd be like, this woman got amnesia.
I know. I know. But honestly, after reading The Housemaid Wedding, she was pretty ordinary in there too, I thought. Right?
Yes, she was, but she was also still a little psycho with the person calling her randomly and her just being like, oh, another death threat,
That's
this, that.
true.
And she's like cornering the people in the bathroom. I mean, that's like very like
Oh, that's
unhinged
true. That's
behavior.
true. Okay. Yeah, that's a good
I
point. Yeah,
mean,
now she's just full on normal mode.
full on.
Now would be a good time to call her parents. Maybe now they would.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, those parents have been dead. She never killed her friends, like
Oh
friend.
my
She
gosh.
killed her parents. She's just telling people that. She's like, this will sound better.
My parents abandoned me.
Yeah.
After I killed them, they never talked to me again.
No. Okay. So Martha, student at the dojo.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Martha, student at the dojo. Do you think she could have killed Jonathan?
One hundo P. She's trained.
Mm. Okay. Okay, that's right. So your leading suspects are Martha and Nico.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want
Yep.
to talk more about Nico? Do you want to talk about Enzo and Suzanne? Suzette?
We can talk a little bit about Nico. He, as a character, reminds me so much of Lucy from TJ
Yeah,
Klune.
I could see that. Like just cute and young and innocent, but then also has fire in
Evil.
his eyes and watches the world burn. Ah,
Yes.
I could see that for sure.
Just so
Yeah.
strange. So very strange.
Doesn't know how to control his anger.
And I mean, Lucy is inhabited by the devil.
Oh
So,
my
I
gosh,
mean,
you're right. Just the same. Wow.
mhm,
Okay, and I do think Nico could benefit from an adult asking some of those hard questions in his life.
some of those probing questions. Yes.
Yeah, which I hate to say it, but Millie has not gotten there yet at this point in the book.
Uh,
No probing questions about do you want to murder the world?
no. Right. Exactly. Exactly. He doesn't get asked that. He has to
Mm-mm.
just bottle it up until he
Yeah,
punches his classmates.
until he kills Jonathan.
I found it more alarming that Nico is like becoming the school bully and Enzo is
Ah,
like rah-rahing
supporting.
it. Yeah.
Ah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I don't love that either. I feel like that makes sense with, yeah, honestly, both Enzo and Millie's parenting. In these first few chapters, I'm like, leave something to be desired. Because I get where Enzo's coming from of like, well, he was sticking up for a girl, and like that's not necessarily a bad thing, but he could have used that as an opportunity to be like, I see where, your intention was,
Yeah.
but this is not the right way to handle it. But you're right. He was just full on, should have punched him harder, which is
Yes.
not the best advice, I would say.
He's like, son, if you want to kill someone, you have to put on the brass knuckles and then you have to
I,
wham their head like
yeah,
this.
let me show you.
Let me show you how. That was Enzo's technique.
I know, which is crazy. But then Millie was like, I can't believe you do such a thing. Go to your room for a month, which I don't know if that's really the best solution either.
Millie feels like a lost boy, like from Peter Pan, who's been like brought into Earth, even though she's been out of jail now for like 30 years and she should be totally normal at this point. Feels like she came from another planet and she's just learning, she's just pretending to be an adult.
Well, okay, at her defense, she was in jail forever, and then she was just in these crazy situations for the next like 2 decades. So I don't know if she really has ever been in a normal, like she never had her
I'm
parents. She needs some parents.
I feel like Killy would have been parenting a little bit better, but Millie has zero life experiences. She's forgotten all the important pieces. And so she's just guessing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There was a line that made me really support this Nico theory.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So Millie is looking at her kids and she says, Nico isn't perfect, but when he's in trouble, he's always quick to say sorry. When did that change? Okay. So she said, it seems like my son is growing up and I'm not sure I like what he's becoming.
Oh, that did sound like Killy Milly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also made a line somewhere else where she was like, my kids don't look anything like me. They're just like their dad. Da 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 da. And I was like, the only piece they got of Millie was Killy,
Was the spirit.
was the spirit of Killy. Yeah. So their insides are like Millie, but their outsides are like their dad.
Oh, oh my gosh. Is that like the house looks so great on the outside, but on the inside, everyone was scared of it, so they didn't buy it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I mean, that house might have another demon in it. It's possible. Anything's
That's
possible at this point. We're in
why Millie
uncharted
was drawn to
territory.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normal life.
She was the only one who thought this was, oh, I feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
Everyone else has like goosebumps and they're like losing all the blood in their face, but Millie's just thriving.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah.
I actually also had a Killy Milly line, which this was on my second read around because now I have Kindle and I can look up things because I couldn't look up everything with normal book. Okay.
Mm.
So they're at Nico's baseball game and Ada is reading a book. Do you remember which book? I never would have remembered.
Oh, I don't know. Was it a
Yeah.
psychology book? All right, go for it.
It kind of so it was called Stranger with My Face by Lois Duncan. It is a thriller, and let me pull up
Oh.
the explanation because it sounded like Killy Milly. Um okay, yeah. Let me read you this summary from Wikipedia. Stranger with My Face by Lois Duncan, published in 1981. All right. About a character, Lori, who is seen by others in places which she knows she could not be. She discovers that she has an identical twin sister named Leah, who has been visiting her town using astral projection, which involves sending her soul outside her body. Lori learns astral projection and uses it to look for her sister. During this time, Leah's spirit takes control of Lori's body. The story describes Lori's struggle to take back control of her body. So,
Wow.
doesn't that sound
Beat
like
for
Killy
beat.
Milly?
Yes.
I know.
Uh,
That was crazy. So I was like, maybe Ada's gonna crack the code.
okay. If you're Ada and you find out that your mom had a spirit and now it's in your brother, what do you do?
Packing up my bags. Ada seems pretty responsible. I think she can handle herself.
You're locking them up in the storage unit.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm out of here. I think that would be tough. I would just try to lay low.
Be on the good side.
Yeah, be on the good side, lay low, be, not too good. You don't want the demon to feel threatened. I'd be very average.
That's true.
Yes.
Do you think that's what Millie's doing? She knows the spirit is in Nico. She says, I just need to be the most normal mom ever.
That demon got tired of her. He's like, he saw Sarah Morgan and he's like, look what I could be. Look what I could be doing. And I'm stuck with Millie.
The Walmart version, the Kmart version.
Yes. She excised herself by being like such a low performer.
Yeah. So, I can't take it anymore.
I can't
the spirit had to wait until Nico was of age and then he could take over.
This is not related to anything, but I thought it was funny because they have this long sunscreen scene at the beach.
They do.
So much sunscreen. And Millie says, sunscreen's good for you even if you don't get burned. It prevents skin cancer, And I was like, Millie, a PSA queen out here. Reminding
Dr.
us,
Frida.
Dr. Frida saying, you need to wear your sunscreen, SPF 200.
SPF 200. That was crazy. She's like, I didn't even know they made it that high.
Whole scene was so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Millie thinks that Nico might have tried to pull Suzette under the water.
Hmm.
I want to ask what you think, but you can't say.
I know. I have read this before, and I may or may not remember. I honestly don't remember if I I don't know if I remember. So what did you
I
think?
I feel like it's a nothing burger. I don't think anyone did it.
Mm,
I think Suzette has employed the housemaid, Martha, to kill her husband, and this is part of the ruse.
oh. What's the ruse with the drowning?
Maybe what the ruse is that she's just tired of her husband, kind of similar to a Wendy Bird. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
if I can agitate my husband enough, then maybe I can make it look like I'm a battered wife. But Jonathan is just so plain toast. He
Yeah. She doesn't
she
do
can't
anything wrong.
he can't ever rile him up.
Oh, okay. So maybe she was like, I'm going to be so insufferable, he'll want to leave me. But then no reaction. She says, all
Yeah.
right, next move, gotta kill him.
Well, I think she's like, maybe if I flirt with the gardener and have him trim the rose bushes at midnight, this will really send him into a rage. And he's
Right. But
just,
then it doesn't.
it doesn't. So now she's like, okay, we just got to do it. Kill.
Mm, okay. Okay, because that's kind of my leading theory too at this point. Because Suzette wants them to take out a life insurance policy. So she first knocked off Jonathan, then
Yeah.
she's going to knock off Millie.
Oh my
Then
God.
she and Enzo can run away together. Is that what you're
She,
thinking?
I wasn't thinking that at all. I was thinking Enzo is helping Suzette. He probably got her in touch with Martha. I know that that is the opposite of what the book has said, but I still believe it to be true. Like Enzo's still in on the housewife game of helping women escape.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Wait, so Enzo matched Suzette up with Martha. That's what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh, but Martha's been there for a while.
that's what they said. Maybe he's been working on this a long time. I don't know. Or
Oh,
maybe it
so then
was a
maybe
lie.
Enzo wanted the house. Okay.
No, no, no.
So,
So Enzo doesn't want he doesn't want anything. He's just trying to help Suzette, who he believes is a battered wife, escape.
right. Okay. So all of his seemingly sketchy
Strange.
visits, yeah. It's actually him trying to help Suzette.
Yeah, so they're like working on a plan or this or that, and he doesn't want to tell Millie because Millie's out of the game and she doesn't want to do that life anymore, but Enzo just can't stop.
Oh. Oh, okay. Because he has a spirit of generosity and protection. So he wants to keep helping the women?
I guess so. He has like a hard on for like getting women out and killing the men. That's how he feels good about his life. I don't know. That's the best I can get.
Do you think he even has a gardening business at all?
I don't think so. I think he is running the mob up in New York. I'm still on Team Mob and like he's covered in dirt like he was in the Housemaid Wedding, but like digging graves, sometimes you
Honestly,
get
makes a lot of
dirty.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so Suzette and Enzo are not having an affair. He's helping
No.
her get out of a bad situation. But do you think he sees them and is like, Jonathan seems totally fine? Or are you saying Jonathan is putting up a cover, but secretly is Suzette actually battered? That's what I'm asking.
Okay. I think Suzette is not battered. I think
Okay.
Jonathan is battered. I think this is a Wendy Bird
Yeah.
2.0, and I think Enzo just loves the thrill of helping women and killing their husbands,
Okay.
regardless of the truth. I think he's just
Yeah.
blinded by the thrill.
He doesn't dig too hard into the facts.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Interesting. Okay. So now what's going to happen now that Jonathan's dead? We still have a whole part two. And is he really dead, or you think this is another ruse like Housemaid 2?
He seems pretty dead. You don't
She
be
didn't
slicing.
investigate close up, but he did seem pretty dead.
He seemed pretty dead. Although with Millie, maybe he's alive. She thought when she killed Douglas Garrick that he was dead.
Yeah, that's
And she
right.
shot him with like an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
It like didn't even have a bullet, but she was like ricocheted all the way back. And she's like, oh my God.
She also doesn't dig too much into the facts.
Yeah. So
They
honestly,
got my
I don't
kill.
know. I don't know about the next part, but let's keep going through the other mysteries.
Okay. So we've talked about Suzette, talked about Enzo. Anything else on Jonathan? I think we've talked about him enough.
I think we talked about him enough. I'm glad
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah, he really didn't have a lot to add to the story. Uh, okay, what about Janice?
I think Janice might be Nina in a wig
Mm,
with a new kidnapped
Nina
Cece.
in a wig. Okay, yeah. Spencer definitely gives Cece vibes.
Spencer gives Cece vibes and gives I am actually kidnapped vibes. This is not my mom. This is not my family, but it's been too long and I've forgotten.
Okay, why Nina? Why does Martha remind you of Nina?
There's just like certain things that she says to Millie, like very condescendingly and very rude. And I'm like, you're like Nina,
That's
like just a
true.
little nasty.
That's a good point. She does have some of those. Okay, so what's Nina doing here? She just keeping an eye on Millie, or is there something else?
I don't know. Maybe she wants Enzo. Maybe she's coming back. She's like, you know what? I really messed up letting Millie. I could have had this very mediocre life with Enzo in this tiny house. And instead, I have my millions in my mansion. And I regret that choice. And she's,
Yeah. I'm tired with it now.
I'm tired of it. Yeah. So maybe she's coming back for Enzo. I don't know.
That could be. Wow. Well, I don't know. Maybe. What do you think Cece's up to? How old is Cece now?
Cece, she's probably 37.
Oh my gosh. They grow up so fast.
She's at least 30 because she was probably like 8 or 9. And Millie was like fresh out of jail and she was 30.
Oh.
And now she's in her 40s. Okay, so maybe Cece's like
Maybe late
20s.
20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Could Martha or no, Janice be Cece? Cece's the curious case of Cece Grace caught up with her, and now she aged all at once.
Oh my God. It could be. That could be. She could be Cece. But that those are the vibes that I'm getting. I'm getting that Janice's kid is 100% kidnapped, and Janice could be Nina and or Cece.
That's why Janice is so worried about kidnappings because she knows how easy
Yes.
it is.
Yes. She's like, I'm worried. She doesn't want anyone to like look into kidnappings because she's like, because I think they said, oh, a kid down the street like got nabbed a
Yeah,
long time ago. And I was like, yeah, that was probably you.
I know. It was Spencer.
Yeah, you took Spencer. That is not your kid.
I know. Okay, so you don't think she's malicious though. She's not part of the big mystery. She's just weird neighbor.
If she is Nina, then it's because she wants to get Enzo. If she's not Nina, then she's just kidnapped a kid and just wants to really be left alone to raise her stolen child. That's what I
Oh
think.
my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Do you have like thoughts or can you remember what you thought she was at the time?
Um, I don't think I had a lot of strong thoughts on Janice, but she seems to know a lot. I don't know why Millie doesn't ask her more questions because she seems to know more about Suzette, and I would want to know some history on Suzette.
Hmm.
So I don't know why she doesn't ask her because one time Millie brings Nico over for a play date with Spencer, and then Janice offers her this terrible juice drink that tastes like
Ugh.
dirt. Anyways, she basically just wants Millie to stay so that she can tell her, oh, did you know that Suzette and your husband are together right now? And she wants to like watch them all burn. Awful. But I feel like Millie could also ask, what else do you know about Suzette? You know? Like you seem to have a lot of strong opinions on this family. What happened? Do
That would
some digging.
require someone of thought and critical thinking, which we do not have. We don't have that. We
Poor
don't.
Millie.
Poor Millie. We don't have that. The only ability she had was with Killy, and that's gone.
Now it's gone. Now it's in Nico.
That's it. Um, I do think she's in a little bit of a weird spot because if she, even though Suzette and Janice like hate each other, I think if they have a mutual villain, that they'll team up.
Yeah, that's true.
So I
I
think
think you're
Millie's
right.
in a weird spot where it's like they can talk about each other, but if she tries to like get in on it or like whatever,
Yeah.
I think they'll turn on her.
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right.
But I think a cleverer person, perhaps Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brando Sando, could ask some probing questions and get some good information
Mm-hmm. And be subtle. Okay,
and be
what if
subtle.
Janice is helping Suzette?
Oh, like they're girlfriends or something.
Yeah, I don't really know how that would fit in, but they both seem evil, so it could work.
They do. I mean, maybe it's possible that Janice hired the Killy Milly maids to off her stolen son's family.
Oh my gosh. That would be wild.
And she said, and Suzette's like, "Oh my God, my husband, he's so boring. He doesn't do anything. He won't even fight with me when I try to pick a fight with him." And Janice says, "I have a number for you." And she
Oh
slides a
my
card.
gosh. Janice has such a low bar for who she wants to kill. Basically anyone. Maybe Janice has a spirit.
She could. She might. But I don't think she's actually done it. I think she's only employed the maids, if
Yeah,
anything.
probably.
Yeah.
Mm,
But she
okay.
definitely stole that kid.
I know.
That
The,
is
that,
strange.
that is strange. Okay, what other theories do you have? Or I have a question for you if you're out of theory, if you're don't have any more theories.
Ask me a question.
Okay, question. There's one line where I kind of forget what the context is, but she's thinking about like a conversation she's had with Enzo about when she should tell the kids about her past.
Oh,
And it says, he doesn't understand why I don't want the kids to know, and he was in favor of telling them before they find out on their own. What do you think? When would you tell your kids that actually are a convicted murderer?
I would say once again, if you change your name, a lot of these problems would go away. It'd
Oh
be a
my
lot harder for your
gosh.
kids to just Google and find out that your mom was a murderer. Okay, number one. Number two, when do you tell them? That's a hard question.
That's really hard. I don't know. Because even if you change your name, when do you tell them that you changed your name? Like, wouldn't you need to tell that at some point too? And then it'd be like, what? I feel like I don't even know you. I don't even know your name.
I feel like I would tell them I used to have, I went through a really hard time and I went to jail. And I wouldn't tell them what. I think I would
Hmm,
start there. I would start
that's a good point.
so it's not like a big reveal all at once, but it's like I did
Yeah.
go to jail for a long time and I had to pay my dues and I had to do my thing. And, now I know to kill in private.
I've gotten much better, much
I
wiser.
got a lot better at the killing. So if you need any tips, just ask me or your dad.
Here's my dojo.
Off
Yeah.
of, yeah, I had a whole business. So that's what I
Here's how
would
you be
do.
entrepreneurial.
What would you
Entrepreneurial.
do?
Um, I think that's probably a good method. Although in this day and age of Google, especially since she didn't change her name, like you've said, if you say I went to jail for a long time, eventually they're going to be like, well, that could only mean a handful of things. And then they look it up and then they find out.
That's when you tell them.
So. So they do find out on their own, basically.
Or once they're an adult, if they don't think to do that, if they don't think
Would
to
you
Google
want to
search
do
it.
that?
No, I wouldn't want to, but I feel like you'd have to
No, no,
tell
no.
them.
Would you want if you were the kid, would you want to Google
Oh,
search what your parent did? That is a wild situation to be in.
if they keep asking, they're like, "Mom, I need to know," then I would tell them.
Okay.
I'd be like, "All
Yeah.
right," and this is why we don't judge people. Moral of the
Yeah.
story. And this is why we
Yeah.
don't pretend, we don't threaten to kill people in this family. Like some people would be like, I'm going to kill you. No, we
Like
don't do
very
that in this
serious.
family. It's very serious.
When we say that, we mean it.
We mean it. we didn't we didn't talk about the high blood pressure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, do you think that's important or you think that's a red herring?
I didn't think about it, but I did see a note that I wrote. And so this is contradicting everything I've said before, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That the spirit of Killy is getting PO'd, that she hasn't had a kill in a long time, and that's causing the high blood pressure. Now,
Yeah. She's gonna like smoke her out, but
yeah.
better kill.
Yeah, but
Could be that.
I Googled, can
Hmm.
high blood pressure cause hallucinations? And it can.
Okay.
So this could all be a high blood pressure fever dream. We don't know.
Oh my gosh, the whole book. She actually doesn't have an ordinary life. Is she
No,
still in jail from book one?
she, that is always a possibility. Millie could be in a wheelchair right now, drooling out of her
Oh my
mouth in
gosh.
total fantasy. No, I would think if anything, it's like when part two starts or whatever, they flip the perspective. Millie seeing like, oh, the lady she stole from me, but really it's like she wasn't stealing at all. Millie was just like deluded.
Oh,
Or she's like, oh, they're making these noises, but she was hallucinating the noises and this and that. So I could see something like that.
could be. Okay, that's on the
Yeah,
table. Okay,
definitely
on
on the
that note,
table.
what do you think about that scraping sound? Middle of the night.
Well, it
Pretty
sounds like that
sure.
was the
Hmm.
door,
I
right?
think it was a door. Why were they going in the middle of the night? Just for fun? Or do you think that actually wasn't the case? Or is that actually where the scraping sound is coming from? What do you think?
Okay, I had two ideas. One is that Ada, that is her crying hole because her life sucks now because she got
Mm.
moved in the middle of the school year and she found one private soundproof place to sob.
Yes. Oh, that could be.
Okay, that's option one. That's probably the most realistic. The other one is that there is a parasite in the house. Do you know those? A
No, what do you
parasite?
mean?
So there's this movie called Parasite. It won like Academy Awards. It's really good. You
Okay.
and Josh should watch it. And it's about these poor people who sneak into this rich person's house and they live in like
Oh.
there's like this whole like servants quarter that's hidden in the house and they just kind of like live in it, and then at night they like crawl out like roaches and like
Oh.
eat the food and do this and do that, so it could be like a
Oh.
parasite like that.
Oh. That sounds like a strange movie.
Well, they don't like crawl like roaches like on the floor, they just like sneak out, but they're like a roach where it's like you turn off
Okay.
the lights and then they come out.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So someone could be living in there. So
yeah.
did they lock them up when they sealed the door?
No, I think that person's just been living there for a long time. Like throughout all the different house owners, and nobody's known about it. And they just
But
sneak in, sneak out.
but then in this book, they discovered the room and they said, we got to close this up because this is kind of a hazard. So then Millie and
Oh,
Enzo
that's
wallpapered
right.
it and glued it together.
Oh, that's right. And have they opened it since? I guess
No,
not.
Millie kind of wanted to open it because she had this feeling that there was someone in there. But Enzo's like, well, the kids are upstairs. No one's in there.
Hmm. I wonder if Enzo is like hiding someone,
Oh,
a woman he's
oh.
trying to save. He's like,
Is
stay
there
in
like another
here.
entrance, exit?
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, that wouldn't really make a lot of sense. You
Can't,
can't open
yeah,
it
it'd
back up.
be bad to seal her in there.
Here's some food, a water, and a bucket.
Oh, that's
I mean,
awful.
maybe Ada and Nico were trying to like excise the demon themselves and lock it up in this room, and they thought it would be safe. So they were like performing their magics to get it out.
That's possible.
Honestly, I think that's where I'm going.
So they know about the spirit.
Probably. Yeah.
They seem pretty on top of things.
It is Lemony Snicket. They're the only people who know anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I had another thought. I just
Ooh.
realized this. That does Suzette know of Millie's past and setting her up with Jonathan's murder?
Oh, that's a good thought. That'd be another way to get Millie knocked off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, that would
She
mean,
might just want to be rid of her husband and she's like, "Oh my God, the
oh,
murdering maid has
convenient.
moved next door." Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, what if Janice set them up?
Oh, how would Janice have done that?
Well, no, Janice would have to have known then. Okay, so what's the Martha knows?
M-
Maybe Martha
Probably.
could have set them up. She
Oh.
was like, "You want to get rid of Jonathan? Me too. I know just the lady.
Yeah.
We should go put this flyer right on her apartment in the city so she'll know about this house listing."
It's possible that Suzette owned that house.
Oh,
I mean,
you know what?
you don't always meet the
Yeah,
buyer.
that's true. Because also Millie thought it was weird that Suzette wasn't the real estate person for the
Yeah,
house. She's like, wouldn't you want your neighbor to do that if you're friendly
right.
neighbors? But maybe it's because there was no real estate. Well, I guess I don't know if that would answer it.
No, you can have a real estate agent, but a lot of times you don't want to list your own house because you get emotional, this, that. You have a parasite living in it, and you're like,
Oh my
oh.
gosh. Okay.
I'm trying to sell it to a specific murdering housemaid, and I don't want her
Yeah.
to know that I'm setting her up. So I employ a realtor.
But tell him only sell it to this lady.
Only sell it. Yeah. Yeah. It's like reverse discrimination. They're like, sell it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I only want to sell it to the person that has a criminal record.
Giving them a second chance.
Yes. Okay. So I think that's it for theories. How are we doing on time?
Doing great on time. We have 12 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did just see another note on
Hmm.
the topic of having a Kindle and being able to look things up. So, while they're at the beach after the very long sunscreen incident, Jonathan's reading a book called Madame Bovary.
Oh.
And Madame Bovary is about how a woman lives beyond her means to escape ordinary life. Sounds a little bit like Suzette.
Oh, yes.
So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. So maybe she's just trying to kill her husband for, like you said, the life insurance money so she can be a rich, wealthy woman.
Yeah, could be. Could be. Oh,
Interesting.
speaking of money, Enzo took out $1,000 one time. And he said it was for gardening tools.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
he was buying a driver's license and a new identity for someone who's not his wife. That's what he was
Oh.
doing.
And why are they talking about life insurance when they could be talking about a second identity?
I know. Like, that's really where you need to be spending your money. I mean, it's kind of too late now, I guess, at this point. She's got a degree in a whole new life, but
Right. Nice thought.
Millie has the emotional maturity of a middle schooler.
Like when?
She, Suzette's flirting with Enzo, and she's like, how would Suzette like it if I do the same with her
Oh
husband?
my gosh.
And then she like marches over in like a loose fitting top and like what does she do? Does she like flash him or something?
I know.
And
Okay, I actually have the line because I thought it was so funny. It says, I take a step closer. They're just talking outside of his house. And Millie says, I take a step closer to Jonathan. I tuck a strand of my dark blonde hair behind my ear and offer him what I hope is a come hither smile. It's
Oh
been
my
a
God.
while since I've flirted. I'm a bit out of practice. And then she puts her hand on his shoulder. But I thought the come hither smile was so funny.
I feel like Millie's flirting game, she's smiling like the full Joker right then. In her mind,
Ah,
she's being like demure and
so
like
subtle.
flirty, but she is like straight up the Joker. And Jonathan's like shuddering and he's like terrified.
He can sense the spirit of Killy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Any other thoughts? Any other funny lines?
This book had me cracking up. I was laughing
Hilarious.
so hard.
I loved it. I feel like you need to be in on the series to really enjoy it. Otherwise, you're like, what is
Yes.
this? Does her writing
Yes.
feel different in this one? It
It
feels like
feels,
it's like we graduated a high school.
the writing seems a little bit better.
It does.
And I think I'm also like, I know what to expect.
Yeah, maybe that's it too.
I think that's it. So Millie says that again, 20 years in, they're still broke. They can barely afford this house. And she says that they got furniture from IKEA, which is a step up from their last couch, which they grabbed from the curb. And I was like, you 100% have roaches getting
Oh
a
my
couch from
gosh.
the curb in New York City.
Ugh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I love though that she said Enzo's convinced all the best furniture comes from the curb outside of our house. That was so funny.
Enzo, he seems just very endearing, but also like infuriating a little
Okay, yeah.
bit.
Do you like Enzo? Because that was one of the reviews from the wedding book where people said, I'm just going to pretend like the series ended here instead of the disaster that Enzo becomes. At this point, would you say he's a disaster? What do you think?
I don't think he's a disaster. I feel like he's probably the only person who could put up with Millie.
Okay, but all of his Suzette meetings, I just want him to tell Millie. I want them to
I
communicate. That's my biggest beef.
I agree. I think they and from like the biggest wedding, whatever whatever the wedding book, what I gathered from that is that both parties don't want the other one to be worried or inconvenienced, and so they
Yeah.
will worry them and inconvenience them by not telling them what's happening.
I think you're exactly right.
So
That is exactly what happens.
I think they had an agreement to get out of the game, and Enzo just he can't quit it, and he knows that he needs to quit it, but he can't, and he
Mm.
doesn't want to tell Millie, and so
Hmm.
now he's like making up dumb lies, like he's gardening at midnight.
I know they're not even good,
I know.
which is crazy.
That's why the only person that could be with Enzo or Millie is each other,
It's each
because anyone
other.
else would be like, no, that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Made for each other. Okay, any other thoughts? Anything else we missed?
I think we got all the theories. There's too many lines to say it, but it's very, very funny. Okay, one last thing that maybe we missed.
Okay.
Um, is Nico was talking about his praying mantis. Now he has to have like dead flies and stuff.
Oh
And
my
Millie's like,
gosh.
if there's flies all in my new beautiful house, like the sun and the praying mantis have to move out. And I'm like, I feel like flies in Millie's home is like the most fitting.
Oh no.
I feel like demon inside, parasite inside. There should be flies. It should be spooky. Like
It's just always Halloween.
it's always
The organ's
Halloween.
always playing.
Yeah.
Poor Ada. She's just trying to have a normal life.
She's just in her cry room crying. But yeah, that's it. Did you have anything else?
I don't think so. I feel like we got it all.
I'm excited and sad to finish this book.
I know, I know. Do you think
So
we'll read
what
another Frida book?
I think so. I don't know if it'll compare, but I can try another Frida. I can give her another chance to win my heart over.
Well, I feel like they're so different from the Housemaid books, from what I've heard. Or I don't
Yeah,
know. Some people seem to think like some of them are super good and like, ah, Housemaid first one was good, but they weren't a fan of the rest, but we loved the rest.
I think the rest are the best.
Yeah, it just gets better with age.
Okay,
Well, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
Wow, we did all of that. We still have 2 minutes left on our timer. Good job.
We knocked it out. We knocked it out.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't take 2 hours because, to be perfectly honest, not a lot happened,
That's
but I did laugh a
true.
lot.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what you think of part two. Oh, whose
I'm
perspective is it? Is it going to change?
hopefully it's Nico and we get to see the little demon running around. But it'll probably be Enzo, and we'll probably find out that he's been helping Suzette, and that's why he's doing the
Mm.
flowers and this and that, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that could make sense.
But if we find out that he was helping Suzette and all of those things were a lie, at this point, I would be ready to put Enzo in like the gaslighting category. Like, how far can you go with the ruse before it's like too far, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it
So,
is pretty far. Okay, there's 4 parts and an epilogue, just so you
what?
know. There's actually quite a bit of book left. So a lot of times for the perspective to change.
Okay. All right. This is a Brando Sando book. We took a long time getting to
Yeah.
this climax, and we're just going to wrap it all up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick. Yeah. Well, this was fun.
Yes, this was so fun. Glad we got to do this.
I know. Thanks for potting.
Yeah. Oh,
Excited
and
to
if you're
finish the
still with
book.
us, if you're still
Oh,
with us,
yeah.
dear listener, rate, review, subscribe. Please, please, please give us a 5 star. We could help us out.
Yep. It'd be
Yep.
great. Let us know what you think. Let us know your theories.
Yes.
We'd
What
love
should
to
be the
hear from you.
poll?
Oh, yeah, we should come up with that. Um, I don't know. What would be a good Where is the spirit of Killy Milly?
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Nico, Millie, Ada, just all the
Yeah.
characters.
And just so listeners know, our first poll in the Housemaid Part 1 has almost 300 votes.
Wow, that many?
Mm-hmm. And we didn't
That's
even do it
cool.
until like a little while
Later.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't do it right away.
Wow. I like seeing the polls.
I like seeing the polls too. Okay. Well, this was fun. Love you, love
Yeah.
you.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye.